God, that is just ridiculous. I don't know what is wrong with it right now. But it is not cooperating. Alright, let's go see Damon.
Thought I sensed an infernal around here. But you aren't from Elturel. What's your story?
I spent a good bit of time in the Hells. Enlisted against my will by the Archdevil Zariel. Same as you, I suppose, if you're from Elturel. The devils were delighted when your city was swallowed up. I thought they had you for keeps. Glad you got out.
I got lucky. It looks like you did too. And you brought some infernal machinery with you.
A little gift from Zariel. Keeps me burning hot.
Very hot by the smell of it. Might be burning out a piston ring or leaking oil. Mind if I take a listen?
Be my guest. But don't get too close or your eyes will melt shut.
Phew! You really are burning up. Whoever put that engine together tried to house metallogized Demono valves inside a Ragnak's alloy casement. Very risky. I might be able to help, but I'd need infernal iron. And a prayer that my hammer will survive the work. That thing isn't meant to operate outside of Ernest. I'm not sure how much longer it'll keep running the way it's going.
Will you be able to turn down the temperature a little? Worried I'm gonna go in for a handshake and singe someone's arm off one of these days.
I'd worry about surviving the night first. But help one, help both. If we can cool you off, it'll stabilize your engine and allow you to touch whomever you please.
Alright, where should we look for this infernal iron?
I've sensed some during our travels. It has a pull to it. Absolutely magnetic, once you know what you're looking for. I can show you where I'd look.
Alright, we'll keep our eyes open.
Meanwhile, I've still got plenty of weapons and armor in stock if you're looking to load up. Forged from the heart.
Ah, I love him.
I miss my forge.
Or I still feel like I'm forgetting something, but I don't know what. But with as much as I'm crashing, I should probably just trigger a long rest and call it a night. Maybe the game's telling me to go to bed. Oh my god, yes! Oh my god, yes. No, the game was telling me that it's Gale magic lesson time. Okay. The wings should be hidden in the scene. And if they are not, I will reload and take them off. So we're going to do that first because Gale magic lesson. Is that Mistra I see in the palm of your hands? An ambitious spell indeed.
Oh. My, you startled me. It's miles away.
Why were you conjuring an image of the goddess?
No special reason, really. I was just practicing an incantation.
Oh, come on. There's more to it than that. You were contemplating her in a way I can hardly fathom. I rolled a 5 exactly.
What can I say? She's Mistra. I can't quite describe it. The need I sometimes feel to see her, to draw the filaments of fantasy into existence. No sculpture or painting could ever do her justice. Only the fabric that she herself is and embodies.
The weave. Mistra is all magic. And as far as I'm concerned, she is all creation.
I quite agree. There's no greater deity than Mistra.
I see you understand. Magic is my life. I've been in touch with the weave for as long as I can remember. There's nothing like it. It's like music, poetry, physical beauty, all rolled into one and given expression through the senses. Is it the same for you?
That sounds very familiar, yes.
Perhaps we can share the experience by reaching into the weave together.
By all means.
Then follow my lead. Now you.
A familiar feeling, like a kind word and a kind touch at the same time. It's warm and comfortable.
Excellent. Now, repeat after me. Athran Mistraril Kantrak Eo.
An easy incantation. Repeat after go.
Ah, yes. The scent of rosewater and a sense of well-being. A sliver of weave that tastes sweet on the tongue.
Very good. Now, I want you to picture in your mind the concept of harmony, as true as you can.
Recede into the calm center of your mind, just like you were taught at the academy.
You see, or is it sense, the unmistakable presence of Mistra, the Lady of Mysteries. There's something like the anticipation of a kiss, then the pleasure of being cloaked in peace. You are safe. You are nestled in the cup of Mistra's hand.
And gazing longingly at Gale's belly button.
We're channeling the weave. How does it feel?
I haven't done this one in a while. Magical. Sensual, even.
That it does.
The weave connects you. The moment feels intimate.
It's a good night for intimacy.
You realize the weave is making you one. You have but to imagine your desire, and Gale will know it.
Picture kissing him with tenderness, then passion.
I didn't think.
You perceive quick-fire gusts of embarrassment, trepidation, and finally, elation.
Sorry. I wasn't expecting. But it is a pleasant image, to be sure. Most pleasant, in fact. Most welcome.
The weave evaporates, and as it does so, you realize the night feels suddenly cold and lonesome.
Oh. There it goes. How easily things slip away from us, no matter how hard they were in the obtaining. Good night. I enjoyed sharing a moment of magic with you.
So I've come to the conclusion that Mistra catches him being excited about you picturing a kiss and yanks the weave away because she's a jealous bitch.
Tell me, what can I do for you?
Do you have much experience being a teacher of magic? I suspect you are.
I've had a pupil or two, but never for very long. Their ineptitudes tend to irk me. You do seem to be a precocious talent, though. I can always tell when I meet a keen mind, receptive to Mistra. Keep it up, and she might just take a personal interest in you one of these days.
No, thank you. I'm good. I don't need your stalker ex taking a personal interest in me. So, what did you think about what I have pictured when we were connected by the weave?
Oh, I was surprised, but pleasantly so. Just like I said, amid the madness that has befallen us, it seems almost out of place to think of a kiss. And yet, now more than ever, it's important to recall what makes us human. Well, you know what I mean. A stolen glance, that sudden heartbeat. Sometimes the little things are worth more than kingdoms. They promise things to come.
His scenes
Always
are
a
so
delight
fun.
to speak with you. What can I do?
And I'm completely biased, and I know it.
The goblins still infest the roads. As long as their leaders live, Zevlor's people are trapped.
Yeah, we're working on it, Peaches.
Speak.
Arf. Thanks, my love.
Hello, my dear.
Karlek.
What's on your mind?
How did you end up with such a contraption in your chest?
The year? 10 Air. The place? Sleepy little town called Baldur's Gate. Our hero? Karlak. A knock-kneed delinquent from the outer city with everything to give and nothing to lose. I was a kid looking for a way to fill my days and make some cash when I fell into the wrong crowd. Worked for a guy I respected. A lot. Turns out the feeling wasn't mutual. Through the jigs and the reels, he made a deal with Zariel behind my back. You know Zariel, right? Archdevil of Avernus. She put this thing in my chest and set me to work. Well, to war. I learned quick how to stay alive. And the engine served me when it came to killing devils. 10 years of that. The stories I could tell.
Go on, tell him.
I'll mete out the best ones bit by bit, so you always have a reason to keep me around. Clever, right?
I mean, I always have a reason to keep you around anyway. You're fucking amazing, but sure. So you mentioned a boss gave you up to Zariel. Who was it?
Guy named Gortash. Politician. Inventor. One of these wheeler-dealer types who seems to have a finger in every pie. I guess I was naive to think everything he got up to was above board. What did I know? I saw a job. A good job. With people I liked. Doing work I was good at. Sometimes I'm jealous of that girl. Ugh, to feel so invincible again.
Well, it sounds like all we need to do is fix your engine up. Or to fix your engine is find some infernal iron.
Let's hope Damon is as good as he seems. Once my engine's handled, I can focus on more important matters. Tadpoles, cults, frosty pints.
Oh. what does the engine do to you?
Gives me energy. Power. But you've seen it in action. Very hard to control. If I'm excited at all, angry, nervous, delighted, enticed, I burn hot. Hot enough to burn anyone who gets close.
You must be pent up.
I try not to think about it. I still think about it constantly, but, I try. One of these days, I'll sort the whole infernal affair out, get myself cooled off, and start making up for lost time. But not today.
Soon, don't worry, we're on it, baby girl. Shadzy.
Almost pleasant traveling with company, if you ignore all the less pleasant aspects.
I suppose if I'm romancing her, I should push on this a little bit. Hold on, there's something you're not telling me. I'm sure of it.
I don't know what you mean.
You know exactly what I mean.
It's nothing, really.
Come on, we need to be honest with each other. What is it?
You're not going to let this go, are you? You might wish you had.
Oh, probably.
I worship Shah, the mistress of the night. It is my holy mission to oppose Selûne, her teachings and her followers. It hurts.
She said the
Now
word
that you have
Selûne,
the
so she
truth,
has to be zapped with pain.
Please don't make a big fuss about it.
You could have told me. How long were you planning on keeping this a secret?
Forever, ideally. And you assume too much about what I can and cannot tell. Secrecy is everything for Shah's children. It is our code, our creed, our shield. I even keep secrets from myself. I had my memories suppressed, so that nothing I know could be used against the Dark Lady. Once I prove myself, my memories will be restored. I'm not sorry I kept this from you. Not one bit. Though, perhaps that might change, if you can show an open mind.
Well, then let's see how open-minded I can be.
All right. As I said, Shah is my patron, my mistress. Goddess of darkness and loss. I assume you've heard of her?
I mean, given her titles, she really doesn't sound very appealing.
The night brings
Not
comfort.
that I can talk, considering who my
Through
daddy
loss,
is.
we find acceptance. In the arms of the Dark Mother, we find peace.
I don't quite understand.
Most fear the dark, like children, because in darkness they see their fears reflected. But Shah teaches us to step beyond fear, beyond loss. In darkness, we do not hide. We act. Pain, hope, the promise of better days. All of these are heavy cloaks that bend our backs and burden our hearts. We shed those cloaks. Before Shah, we stand gloriously naked, beyond the vanities of mortals.
When you put it like that, it seems strangely comforting.
There's comfort, yes. But often there has to be pain beforehand. We tear down the lies the world is drunk on. The institutions they trust, the so-called gods they worship, the lives they cling to. We destroy false idols, topple corrupt organizations, fight heretics wherever they're found. There's often suffering, death even. Many people break before they embrace Shah's truths.
I am not going to cast judgment on your beliefs.
Curious. Most are afraid of my lady. I
Yeah,
think
but
I
I'm trying
did
to
well
beg
by
you,
joining
so...
Most agreeable company.
I want to get to know you more.
You already know my biggest secrets. What more can you ask?
What drew you to Shar worship?
She took me in when no one else would. Without her, I wouldn't be alive. She's my mother. She nurtures me, cares for me, loves me.
No, she
Don't
doesn't.
believe the lies the Selûnites tell.
Okay, tell me something about yourself besides Shar, tadpoles.
What? Besides my life's calling and the greatest problem I've ever faced?
Yep.
Well, I like night orchids and can't swim. Is that the sort of thing you meant?
Yeah. Anything else you'd care to share?
No, I can't. Quite literally, I mean. With my memory suppressed, I can't betray Shar's secrets. But I can't remember much of myself either. If I manage to return to Baldur's Gate and fulfill Shar's mission, then my memories will be restored.
You had your memories suppressed. That seems extreme.
Of course. It is an act of faith, not to be undertaken lightly. Shar will reward me when I succeed.
So why were you in pain before?
The wound on my hand. It never quite heals. And sometimes it causes terrible pain to rip through me. It's my burden, though, from Lady Shar. I can feel her influence somehow.
So you knew more than you were letting on earlier. I hope you'll be more honest with me in the future.
I'll try my best. But secrecy is ingrained in me. Lady Shar considers it greater protection than any shield or armor.
So why would Shar subject you to such a thing?
I cannot say. Not with what I can recall. But even then, it would not be for me to question her will. Lady Shar has her reasons.
Yeah, they're just not good ones. What causes it to hurt you?
It's difficult to say. Sometimes I wonder if it's supposed to be guiding me, punishing me, testing me. But perhaps it's none of those. Perhaps it's completely random. I'd like to hope there's more to it than that. Some meaning that Lady Shar will reveal to me when the time is right. Until then, all I can do is endure.
How can you manage living with such a thing?
It's less difficult than you might imagine, when you can't remember life without it. Pain is sacred to followers of Lady Shar. Pain will give way to loss and then to the peace of her eternal darkness. You can tolerate a great deal of suffering so long as it has meaning.
If you're just gonna sit in the dark and cry and cut yourself and talk about how much life sucks until the lights go out forever, we know. Goddess of bad days. Alright. Don't think we'll have a camp event, so I think this is it. Now that I'm done having my moments of, oh, look at all the distractions. So yeah, once the rest is done, I'm gonna call it here. For realsies. Before the stream crashes again. Alright, so, thank you for joining me, and I hope you enjoyed tonight's chaos. I can't do multiple things at once, apparently. So yeah, I'll be back tomorrow at my usual time. And yeah. So yeah, have a good night or day or whatever applies to you, and I will see you tomorrow. Peace out.